Hello YouTube world, my name is Serene and welcome to Staying Serene. Today I'm going to be sharing an encouraging word on what I learned in 2020, reflecting on 2020. So let's get right into this video. I think we can all agree that 2020 took us completely by surprise. You know, I can't even put words to it because 2020 was completely unexpected. I had really high hopes for 2020. I'm sure that we all had high hopes for 2020. I mean, I created a video around this time last year about just, how excited I was for the new year and all the goals and dreams that I wanted to accomplish. And yeah, 2020 has just been, I'm speechless. I don't think there's a good word that just describes how 2020 has been. But I just want to think about the fact that I actually did learn some things in 2020. I've actually grown in 2020. And yeah, I've grown in 2020. And I wouldn't want to trade those lessons for anything because they're valuable. So even though 2020 has not been the best year, I'm sure that we've all got something from it. We've all learned something from it. And so the three key lessons that I learned is, number one, before things change, I need to change. Okay, so like most of us, I had just things I wanted to improve on in 2020, things that I thought would change my life, these goals that I wanted to accomplish. I had my vision board and I had a list of goals that I wanted to achieve. But the thing is, I didn't change anything about my life to achieve those goals. Seriously, foolishly, I thought that I didn't need to change anything. I just write these goals down and let me just accomplish it. And that's not going to help because you actually need to change something for you to achieve these goals. There's a reason you haven't achieved them in the past. And the thing is, I did the same thing that I've done every year. The same thing that I've done for the past few years. But I expected my life to change because of these goals. I expected me to actually achieve these goals this year. But I didn't change anything about my life. I didn't change anything. And so I was doing the same thing that I've always done over and over again, but I expected a different outcome. And so what I realized is before things change in my life, I actually need to change. It starts with me. I am the change. And so I might not need to change my mindset or my attitude towards these things. I may need to change my habits or my daily routine. There's something that needs to change for me to achieve these goals. There's something that I need to change. And so I want to encourage you, if you are thinking about all these goals you had for 2020, and I know that some of us were unable to achieve some of our goals because of COVID-19, but I want to encourage you to look beyond the things that you couldn't control. You couldn't control your goal to travel this year because there's so many things that did change this year. I had a goal of I wanted to travel to a Spanish-speaking country, and so there's some things that were outside of our control. But what about those things inside of your control, like waking up earlier or exercising or just finishing that passion project that you have? What are those things that you could control but you didn't? So I want to encourage you to look at those things that are inside your range of control and see what you need to change for you to accomplish these goals, because it's not just going to happen. It's not going to happen. Your life is not just going to change. There's something that you need to change about yourself. Maybe if your goal is to wake up earlier, maybe you need to stop staying up late. Maybe you need to stop staying on your cell phone too late. Look practically at what you need to change about yourself so that you can achieve the goals that you want to in 2021. Number two is you cannot create a goal without a plan. Let me say that again. You cannot create a goal without a plan. And this is a mistake that I've made for years, and I'm sure you've probably done the same mistake many, many times. You create this amazing goal. You write it down, you put it on your vision board, and you just think, okay then, let me go do this goal, right? And you don't, and you fail. And so I want to encourage you that the key to creating a good goal that you actually accomplish is to actually create a plan. You need a plan of action. What are the doable steps for you to get this thing done? What do you need to do, okay? And I made this mistake, as I said. I have a great goal, but I don't have any plan, and I just think that I'm going to achieve it out of the blue. I have no idea what I want to do, how I'm going to do it. And so I just really learned that if I wanted to achieve a goal, I actually need to create a plan of action. Accomplishing a goal is not in me just thinking about it or dreaming about it. It's actually in the action. Because I didn't have a plan of action, I didn't accomplish anything. I didn't set something realistic or practical for me to do to actually work toward this goal. Okay? And without a plan, my goals failed. fails, okay? I don't think I accomplished much about what I wanted in 2020. And that's not just the blame on COVID-19 and what's happened. It's also me, because I didn't even have a plan. I just started the new year with this list of goals, and I thought, okay, then let's accomplish it. Without even thinking, what's my plan of action? How I'm going to do this? What do I need to do weekly, daily, monthly? Okay? So I just want to encourage you, get a plan. If there is no plan, you plan to fail. So I want to encourage you to see how you can plan, okay? How you can realistically set up yourself for success, okay? And so actually make a plan so that you can actually act and you can actually accomplish your goals, because, you know, when you don't plan, everything just falls apart and there's no structure, no direction, no accountability for this goal that you want to accomplish because you had no plan. Okay, then, and number 3, the problem was never a lack of time, it was a lack of time management. Okay, I'm sure that in 2020, with all the lockdowns, quarantine, and just everything that's been happening, we all have a lot of free time on our hands. At least I know that I do, because I spend most of my day at home. And even with online classes, I still spend a lot of time at home. I'm not really going out as much, or I don't have to go to classes. And so I had a lot of extra time. And I still didn't accomplish my goals. You know, sometimes you think at the end of the year, oh, I didn't have enough time. I didn't have enough time. My excuse is there's not enough time in the day for me to accomplish my goals. Well, hey, during quarantine, during all of this that's happened, and you had all this free time, you still didn't accomplish your goals. What does that mean? It means that the problem was never that I didn't have enough time. The problem was that I didn't know how to manage my time. So even with all this free time that I have on my hands because of quarantine and just everything that has changed this year, well, even with that free time, I still didn't accomplish my goals. I still procrastinated. I still got distracted. I still wasted time, and I didn't manage it properly. And so even with all the time that I had, I still wasted it and I did not fulfill my goals. And so I noticed that, you know, the excuse is never that there's not enough time, because there really is if you manage it properly. You know, you make time for what matters to you. So if I'm wasting my time watching YouTube videos and scrolling on Instagram, then the time's going to go super fast. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, oh, I wasted all my time. Yeah, I did waste all my time. And maybe if I managed it properly, I could actually be spending time working on my goals instead of just squandering this precious time that we have. So I wanted to encourage you. I think my major flaw this year was my lack of time management. And that lack of time management really just snuck up on me, and it really went into every area of my life. So I didn't really accomplish my goals. I was behind on some assignments for school. I procrastinated a little bit. Even though I've been working on my procrastination, towards the end of the semester, I still went back to my procrastination and, you know, wasting my time, that type of stuff, and just leaving things to the last minute. So I want to encourage you, as you look at your goals, think about how you're going to fit that into your day and how you can manage your time better. You know, I have a planner and I have all these things that help me, but, you know, I obviously need to put more effort into managing my time so that I can do all those things that I want to do in a day and accomplish my goals. So those are the 3 major lessons that I learned in 2020. Number 1, before things change, I need to change. If I don't change, nothing in my life changes. And so the first thing I need to do is see what I need to change about myself, my routine, my mindset, my attitudes, my habits, what I need to change so that I can accomplish my goals. Number 2, to accomplish your goal, you need to have a plan. Without a plan, there is no action, and so you won't do anything. So what goals and dreams and stuff that you want for 2021 that you need to plan out? Okay, just plan it out so that you can actually make a way and find out how you want to accomplish it. Number 3, the problem was never a lack of time, but lack of time management. So how can I manage my time better in 2021 and ensure that I do not waste any minute or second of it, and that I, you know, start solving all of my time issues, limiting my procrastination, and focusing more on what I want to accomplish. So those are the major things that I learned in 2020. And I think that because of that, my 2021 is going to be so much better. And my last word of encouragement for you is to leave 2020 in 2020. Okay? And don't compare the years, okay? Because I know all of us, as soon as 2020 happened, you know, canceled 2020, and everyone just wanted to get out of 2020. And now 2021 is actually a few days away. And we still don't know what it's going to look like. And so, you know, we need to be thankful with whatever we have, okay? I know me, I would be like, oh, I can't wait for 2021. I can't wait to get there. It's going to be so much better. But the truth is, I don't know what's going to happen in 2021. And I don't want to put all of my happiness solely on how 2021 is going to be like, because I have no idea what 2021 is going to be like. anything could happen. And so I just want to encourage you to still have hope and to see how you can still have gratitude during whatever happens in 2021. I just hope that you have a wonderful new year. And I hope that you did have a wonderful Christmas this past week. I do have an Instagram account at Staying Serene where you can find inspirational and encouraging content that I create myself. So don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Okay, bye and Happy New Year.